Welcome to Haircut and the Beard. My name is Vader, aka Haircut, and I'm joined by my co-host, Rob the Beard Brown.
What's going on?
Hey, man. How you been?
Good.
What have you been up to this week?
Not much. You know, working. Got a bit drunk last night and hung out with Toomey, who's ex-guest of the podcast.
Girl 2.0.
Yeah,
Couldn't make it today.
Couldn't make it today, but we did have a very good chat about different movies and TV shows and all that kind of stuff.
Your beard.
Uh-oh.
The episode Beard Watch.
Beard Watch 2015. Yeah,
reminds me of a Texas Ranger.
A Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I think that could be your new nickname.
Like Chuck Norris style Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
Robert Brown, Texas Ranger. I can see that. Yeah, I could do
Rob, the Texas Ranger Brown.
You know what? I think I could be a Texas Ranger. He just roundhouse kicked everyone to the head. I'm pretty sure if I tried for a little bit, I could learn how to roundhouse kick people in the head.
You know what? I feel like it's a skill that all you'd need is one weekend.
I think we should explain that joke. Before we started recording, I basically made the claim that I've never really tried singing, but I believe if I gave it one weekend, I'd be a great singer. Like, never tried it, but if I gave it one solid weekend of effort, I'd be a great singer.
This is your first time listening to the show. This one's going to be a little bit different. We're doing a shortcast because we don't have a special guest this episode. So it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Generally speaking, we'll start off with some news and we'll move along to the feature. And then usually we'll have some games at the end. We're going to skip that last bit this episode. So if you want to listen to some games, maybe skip this one and go back an episode and catch up on the podcast history.
Yep. Give it a crack.
Also, you can hit us up on Twitter. Our handle is @HaircutBeard. You can send us an email, haircutandthebeard@gmail.com. Or, of course, just head to our website, haircutandthebeard.com, and leave a comment and tell us what you think of the show. Give us a rating on iTunes. Always helps us out as well.
Yeah, tell us what you think, but definitely rate us 5 stars.
Definitely.
The other buttons don't work, just rate us 5.
Yeah, I think 4 doesn't even work. Don't test it, obviously.
Yeah, don't test it. Just trust us. Trust that we know what we're talking about.
Let's go the opposite way with that. You know what? I think the 5-star button's broke. Could you guys go out and test it? Thanks for that.
Brilliant. So today we'll be talking about Ant-Man, the new Marvel piece. Ant-Man. Yeah, see, that's the singing. You could hear it in that little bit there. Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely
You could
brilliant.
absolutely do it.
Today we'll be talking about Ant-Man, new Paul Rudd film, Marvel comic superhero stuff.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Michael Douglas too.
Man.
Let's jump in. Let's do some news.
So first item of news, Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2. You know this film. We spoke about it earlier in the series.
Yeah.
We thought it would be a huge flop. Of course, It's now proven to be Sony's highest grossing film of 2015.
I just don't know what to say to that.
104 million.
How is that possible? Seriously,
dude. I thought it would turn out to be some bullshit like Pixel.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I'm speechless. Speaking about Pixel, did you hear about this? They're actually doing a fucking emoji film.
Emoji?
A film based on emojis. Those little things in your keyboard that, like, little smiley face, little dog turd, and all that kind of stuff.
Of course. Okay. They're out of ideas. They must be.
That's it. I truly believe, I'm not sure if it is in the Bible, but it should be, that this is the beginning of the end. Like, horses eating other horses, that kind of stuff. It's end of days. Just give up.
Kevin James from Paul Blart. Adam Sandler from Pixel. These are the 2 of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
And the fucking emoji film is the 3rd one. Like, that's it. We're done.
Yep, that's it. Probably David Spade will be in there somewhere.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing the apocalypse with him. You can just tell.
Who's the 4th?
Oh, God.
Let us know on Twitter @HaircutBeard.
Brilliant.
Tommy Lee Jones has reportedly joined Matt Damon in a Bourne sequel, so he's coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually really like the Bourne series. I read the first couple of books and they were really good, and yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, they always prove to be so twisted, like twists my head around.
Yeah. I think the biggest flaw with him is the first one was amazing because he didn't know he had all these amazing abilities, and I don't think they've ever really captured that same energy that they had in the first one.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. Like, I like the whole spy and killing people and stuff blowing up.
Yeah, it's fucking great. They're good action films.
Yeah.
And the 4th one was shithouse with
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
I actually like that. I was kind of hoping they'd come back and the 2 of them.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, so there's going to be a Monopoly movie. I don't know a huge amount about this, but reportedly Ridley Scott, is attached.
Well, I think he was attached, but they didn't like the direction that he was going with it.
What, a good film?
Yeah. If Ridley Scott wants to do a fucking movie about Barbie, you just say, here's $100 million, go do your thing. You know?
Oh, it's going to be too much like Alien. Oh, no.
Imagine, like, just think of all of his other films and then think what he would do with Monopoly. I just can't picture how that would possibly work. But apparently his theory was it was going to be... The concept behind it was something along the lines of your grandma plays Monopoly and she just becomes this greedy, money-hungry monster. And he's like, let's just take a nice person and turn him into an absolute monster. And like, no, that's not what we want to do, you know?
I thought it would be like, you know, about the Parker Brothers, like a biopic.
Oh, okay,
about the origins of Monopoly. Because if you're doing it about the board game, I don't know, how do you make a story of that?
I don't know.
I'm the car.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like a boat and a dog chasing each other around for 2 hours. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
And then, like, they catch each other with the roll of a dice. Like, just randomly will...
I don't know. Maybe Ridley Scott was just going to play a game of Monopoly with his kids and just record it and then do like awesome effects every time they roll the dice. Like, I don't know.
You know, at least it's original because there's so many reboots, including the next news item, which is that the Goonies is getting a reboot.
Yeah.
What do you think of this, man?
Goonies is legit one of the movies that it's my childhood. You know, like
same. It's
I remember
probably one of the best.
Yeah, without a doubt. Truly one of the best films, especially for kids. And I remember like sneaking up, like you know, having to go to bed too early to be able to watch the whole film, and sneaking up and watching it. And you know, like I saw that film like 100 times as a kid. So
yeah.
I don't know. It scares me. It does.
Well, I mean, I hope they stay in the same vein. It's going to be apparently the plot will follow the children of the characters from the original film.
I could deal with that. I at least like that it's linked somehow. Yeah. You know.
Sloth Chunk.
Yeah. Is he going to come back? He didn't have kids.
Do you reckon Sloth will have a kid?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think he'd be a good dad.
I like to think like some non-shallow girl gets to know his character and just, you know...
That's the epitome of non-shallow.
Makes him a father.
It's such a weird concept, but give it a crack. I'm going to watch it regardless.
Rob McElhenney from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Apparently he's going to be he's attached to direct the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. It's a really interesting choice. I mean, I love Always Sunny and I think he's phenomenal, but this film is going to be like scrutinized by gazillions of kids everywhere and adults, like
and nerds.
Yeah.
They're neither kids nor adults.
Just a random species. I don't know what's going to happen with this. It's like they'd have to have a good script.
Yeah,
you know? Like they have to have a good script. But they took the Lego Movie, and on paper, I'm like, how could this possibly be good? And I love that film. I thought it was really well done. So I have faith.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I guess I'm going to see it regardless.
Same. Yeah. Do you play Minecraft at all?
Never played it. Probably never will.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it, and it's like the biggest gaping hole in my video game sort of playing history. I've never really delved into it. I know a lot about it because I watch like sort of streams and stuff, and it fascinates me, but never really got into it.
So what do you actually have to do? Because you have to avoid like creatures.
Yeah,
in the night.
It's mainly about sort of survival, and then creation, and you know, just I don't know. There's a lot to it. Like some of the things people have done with it are just phenomenal. Like it's amazing.
That pretty much wraps it up for news. Do you have anything in video game news?
Yeah, just two little quick ones. Well, this is a big one. Satoru Iwata of Nintendo, he was their CEO. I'm not sure if he was the CEO when he passed away, but he was their CEO at some point. And he's been with Nintendo a very long time, and he's responsible for some of their best games and their biggest hits. He passed away, and it's a huge loss to the industry. He was just phenomenal. Literally been working on games longer than I've been alive. Which is, I mean, I'm not young, so he's been around a very long time, and yeah, it was kind of sad. He was one of the people that really brought the sort of fun and sort of childlike sort of wonder that Nintendo encapsulates. You know, he was responsible for a lot of that, but he was also incredibly technically brilliant. You know, he was the reason a lot of games could exist. You know, complex games could exist because he was doing all the coding and all that kind of stuff. He's a very, very smart guy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. And then the last little quick one, this is kind of hilarious, and look up the clip if you can, but in Evo, which is a huge video game tournament that they have every year, like, Street Fighter and Guilty Gear and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What happened was this guy, it's in the finals. The final match comes down to this guy versus this guy. Really, really important, right? And the guy just destroys his opponent, gets up, celebrating. And they're, I believe, Japanese, and they're not big on celebrating and showboating and that kind of stuff. But he gets up, walking around and fist pumping, going nuts and all this kind of stuff. Doesn't realise that wasn't actually the final round.
Oh, no.
And while he's celebrating, the guy in the background is just raping him as quickly as he possibly could. And the guy that actually did end up legitimately winning got up and did the whole showboating thing legitimately.
Oh, fucking great.
So awkward.
So what, is it only 2 rounds?
Well, no, it was like they play multiple games, but this is the final round.
Yeah.
And
it all came down to that.
Yeah, and it was just horrible, like absolutely horrible. He had an epic case of premature ejaculation.
Ejaculation? You could just say celebration.
I don't. Yeah, premature celebration kind of works as well, but I don't know. It was messed up. I felt really bad for him because he'd won up to that point and all he needed was one more round, which he, 50-50 chance he was going to get it, and he cost himself by like just getting up there too early. It was pretty fucked up. That's pretty much it for news, I think.
So this episode we're going to be talking about Ant-Man. Ant-Man. Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, and directed by Peyton Reed, and written by a whole bunch.
Yeah.
This is the latest superhero film.
Yeah, latest in the Marvel universe.
That's right, and they did kind of have a couple clues to other movies in there as well to really tie it in and make sure that they had their Marvel brand on it. I mean, overall, what did you think of this film?
You know what? I definitely I liked it. I definitely liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun. For me, it was Marvel showing that they can do more than just, this movie's where people go and punch stuff and buildings fall down. It was obviously different scale, no sort of joke intended there, but it was also a bit of a comedy, a bit of a heist film, which you haven't really seen them branch out into different genres so much.
Well, that's what I thought. I mean, I came to see a superhero movie, and I ended up seeing a heist movie.
Yeah.
I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I thought, yeah, cool, you've got a couple of jokes about being small.
Yeah.
But it wasn't what I expected.
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of what is a good thing in some movies.
Kind of, yeah.
But I didn't think it fit well. A superhero doing a heist, I didn't think it really fit well.
Yeah, I mean, I personally didn't have a problem with the heist stuff. I love a good heist film, and I thought, especially the when he wasn't Ant-Man and he did the heist and stole the suit, I loved that. I thought that was really cool. The whole thing with him and the thumbprint and all that, I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised that I was watching a comedy. It was definitely the funniest Marvel film I think I've seen. Like, they've always got like a few little quips here and there, but this was pretty much a straight up comedy,
Yeah.
And Paul Rudded the shit out of this film. Like, he was just Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I think he missed. I think he totally missed because they tried to make his character funny, like Paul Rudd, and they're like, Ant-Man, what is Ant-Man? Okay, and they're in the boardroom, and they're like, you know what, he's kind of like Paul Rudd. And they're like, let's get Paul Rudd on board.
He's very Paul Ruddy.
But they didn't actually write anything to make his character funny. They just kind of they put Paul Rudd in a room and said, hey, dude, can you do your thing?
Do Paul Rudd.
Where you're like a bit awkward and weird and do that thing.
I agree it was a bit of a mismatch in, it went from Paul Rudd making jokes to, super evil villain scenes and stuff like that. And I felt there was a bit of a mismatch there. But I personally liked the comedy. Like, for instance, one of my favorite jokes was they lay out to him, this is what's going on. This is the big issue. This is the big problem. And he's like, the first thing you need to do is call the fucking Avengers. Yeah. I thought that was kind of funny, And the some of the sight gags, with the whole Thomas the Tank Engine thing, and
that was great.
Yeah,
there was some good points in there. I'm not flushing it all down the toilet.
Yeah.
There's a couple of bits. There's one scene where Douglas and his daughter are kind of having a fight, and Paul Rudd kind of awkwardly interrupts.
Yeah,
I just hated that. I was like, dude, come on, give the audience a little bit more credit.
Yeah, give us a bit of breathing room. Let that scene breathe. I agree with that 100%.
We get Paul Rudd's funny. Just like give it to us in doses. Don't like slam it in our face and say, here, laugh now.
Yeah. I think one of the issues was, and I mean, it'll be a mystery forever, I think, but this was Edgar Wright initially was the writer, and he did Scott Pilgrim, Hot Fuzz, like the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, all of those amazing films, and he knows comedy.
Yeah.
He wrote half of this, or he apparently wrote the whole script, and then he had a bit of a disagreement with the direction the film was going with, and he got replaced.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a mystery as to what part of him is still left in there and what isn't.
Yeah.
But I can't help thinking it would have been a significantly better film if they just let him do his thing.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's phenomenal, and I think he is... he just knows the funny genre, but he also knows action well and all that kind of stuff, you know. I did really like... I think they handled the actual scale well.
Yeah.
You know, when he shrank down, it really did feel like it was, you know, it wasn't just all CG. Apparently they had some special camera, and a lot of the really small scenes were, like the bathtub, for instance. That was legitimately a bathtub. That wasn't just CG.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah.
Of course, like, you know, when they're underground with the ants and all that kind of stuff, I'm pretty sure that would have been all CG, but...
Yeah.
I thought that was really...
So how did they make Paul Rudd shrink down into the bathtub like that?
They had a suit that actually shrank him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, basically, I thought that they handled the scale very well. And I mean, that's obviously important because it's a fucking Ant-Man film.
Yeah.
I personally love... I got really excited whenever they mentioned the fact that they're in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah,
know?
So when he goes to rob the Avengers facility, and you would have loved that.
I got really excited because I like thinking that these movies all exist in the same world, you know.
Yeah.
And you've got Daredevil over here doing this. You've got Ant-Man doing this. You've got the Avengers that is just the kingpins of it all. And
yeah.
I like the fact that they all exist in the same world and they reference each other. That I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. They're doing that part right. You know what? In this film, I think one of the saving graces was Corey Stoll, that bald dude.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's fucking great.
Yeah.
And he's versatile.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of really good stuff. Like,
yeah.
He's really an advert for bald men everywhere.
He is.
You know, you can be bald and be awesome.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
But he was George
really Costanza, look out.
Yeah, that's it. But no, he was definitely a villain. You know, like he was just evil. He's killing sheep and stuff, and you know, it was good.
That was fucking that was great. Those effects.
I did I loved the ants. I didn't think that I would ever have an emotional attachment to an ant.
Yeah.
But the whole Anthony thing, I got, that was a bit sad.
What's Anthony?
Anthony was the flying ant that he's like, I'm going to call you Anthony, and it was his friend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I won't spoil what happens with Anthony, but it was kind of cool.
I like it when they made it ant big and it was a dog.
Yeah, and it's under the table.
Like, it's like getting fed.
As if no one's going to notice a giant ant under the table. Like, it's not like, it's a big ant. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Like, it's a fucking big ant.
Also, how long do ants live? And what's the diet need to consist of?
I don't think you can just take mashed potato off your plate and give it to an ant.
You're going to make it sick.
And God only knows what a sick ant looks like.
Yeah.
You know, imagine taking that to the vet. I got a problem with my ant. And everyone starts screaming and running away. One of my other favorite bits was the tank. On the keychain. I thought that was really clever. And it, like, obviously when they expanded, it's just a giant tank with the keychain behind it.
Yeah.
It just made me think, like, imagine if you could, how cool would it be to do that with your own car?
Fucking, that's great.
Never have to worry about parking again.
Never again. Just take it on your keychain.
Exactly. And you could just, like, carry whatever you wanted around in your pocket, you know?
That's great, yeah.
I did like that it really did make you think about all of the cool applications that you would do in your day-to-day life, you know? So, yeah, cool. Now let's just think about some of those.
Yeah, I'm just thinking fridge, food.
My TV would be huge.
Yeah, you could bring a buffet breakfast to work.
One thing that was kind of cool, I heard on another podcast they were talking about in the comics, like some of the cool uses they do with the shrink ray. Ant-Man actually has, like, when his daughter comes and stays with him, he actually just has, like, a little dollhouse, and he puts his iPhone on one of the walls, and they watch a movie, like, super, super, super big screen.
Oh, that's
cool. He just
cool.
shrinks him and his daughter down, and they watch, like, the TV. I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool, and I like the...
But doesn't it make you crazy?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's in the comics or not, but...
Can he make the iPhone large?
I don't know.
Just make the iPhone huge,
Yeah.
and then just like sit back on your couch.
True. And you could, you know what, you could buy an iPhone 6 and then just turn it into a 6 Plus. you
Yeah,
know?
beautiful. I'm going to shrink rate to about 10% larger.
Yeah. I think we're getting off the rails a little bit here.
Definitely.
I am excited to see Paul Rudd. I mean, I'm sure you saw the after credits scene, but I'm interested to see him in the Avengers films.
I didn't see the after credits thing.
Oh, didn't you?
I left.
There was 2 of them. I won't spoil anything, but there was
Oh,
definitely.
wait, I did. Sorry. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
With the girl that gets the suit.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay.
and the one with Captain America and the Winter Soldier and all that kind of stuff.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, apparently that's actually a direct scene from Winter Soldier. So that specific scene will be in there in some context, but overall, I really liked it.
So overall, what do you think of the film? How many destroyed lambs out of 10?
I would. This was definitely. I liked this better than a lot of the other Marvel films. I'd sort of piece it somewhere in the middle. I'd probably say about a 7.8 lambs.
7.8.
So it's like 7 and then one that's been shrunk down just a little bit, you know?
You know what? For me, I think this film was a miss. Although there was some good hits, don't get me wrong. But at most, I'd give it a 6.2. We got the girl on the podcast. Girl?
What? Are you recording now?
Yeah, you literally held up to the microphone. How you doing?
Welcome, girl.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I'd like to go now.
I'll call you back in 5.
Brilliant. Yeah, I reckon we wrap it up.
You want to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty. Wrapping it up now. So, thanks for joining us on Haircut and the Beard. Of course, this has been a bit of a weird episode because it's been a little bit shorter than normal. But if you like it, give us a rating on iTunes. Really helps us out. Try and test that 5-star button, see if it works. And
don't test the other buttons. It's definitely the 5-star one that you need to test.
Go ahead and test that 5-star button and let us know if it works. You can also hit us up on Twitter. @HaircutBeard is our handle. And you can always shoot us an email. haircutandthebeard@gmail.com. Thanks so much for joining us. This is Haircut and the Beard. I'd like to thank my co-host, Rob the Beard Brown.
Thank you very much.
A.K.A. Texas Ranger.
Texas Ranger. I need a theme song.
That's right. And I'm Vader, a.k.a. Haircut. Thanks so much for joining us.
See ya.
See ya.